John Akers, thanks for joining us on the GGB podcast. It's great to have you here. We're going to talk about player tracking, something you know a lot about, having invented it. So we're looking forward to this conversation. On the phone with us today is Frank Legato, our editor, who'll be writing the story for our March edition, and we're looking forward to this discussion today.
What kind of relationship do you have today with the major manufacturers who supply the systems to casinos? Are they incorporating Kai into their systems? Are you working with them to improve their systems? Are you consulting at all? Or do you have a relationship with the Psy Games, the IGTs of the world, the Konami?
We have a relationship with everybody, even if it's no relationship at all, right? And so certainly those relationships are at different phases with different ones. We are absolutely working with manufacturers on consolidating this automation element that we call Kai into the bigger picture, and there's a lot of opportunity there. In fairness to everybody, though, the mergers have slowed a lot of that down. Mm-hmm. You've got to wait for the management teams to solidify. You got to wait for their decisions on what their objectives are for the near term. You know, if we turn back the clock 4 or 5 years ago, I think that IGT had a real objective of really pushing online gaming. And for money online gaming. And now, because of legislation and because of some of the trials that were done in New Jersey and a variety of other things, I think that focus is gone and it's returned to the casino. Mm-hmm. That's good for us, for furthering these ideas.
Sure.
But we've had to go through a range of things, and now we've got both IGT being part of GTech and Bally being part of Psy Games, where we not only have to think about the casino experience, but also the lottery experience, because that's very important to them. Whereas other places like Konami or Aristocrat are pure casino plays, and those are the people that we might have first mover advantage with sooner.
Well, it seems to me that you almost need a relationship as much with the manufacturers as with the operators, because when you're talking about the experience, that's where the experience happens in the operators' joints, not the manufacturers.
You know, and that's a great point, because it used to be that we would go to, back when I did player tracking and we'd work through IGT and some others, we would go to that manufacturer and work through their sales force. What we're finding now, though, is that it's way better if we go out and we spent a real significant amount of money creating our own sales team, and we call it a consultative sale, because we're out there not to say, here's what we have, which thing would you like to buy, but tell me your problems and let's design a solution around it. Now, once we do that, then we go back to the manufacturer and say, here's the interface that it's going to take, and here's the changes to your product it's going to take, and here's how you can profit by it. And you know, also in fairness to the bigger manufacturers, we probably didn't do as good a job, and maybe a lot of us innovators don't do as good a job of helping them see where they can profit, because they got a lot of mouths to feed.
Sure.
You know, they got big buildings to pay
Exactly,
for and a lot of employees to cover, and it's our duty to show them ways that they can make a profit without having to do something heroic that falls outside of their ability to meet their quarterly numbers.
Okay.